this is the card that we're creating today. This is just such a cute, colorful, bright. It made me smile as I was working on it, you know. And after my week, I needed some good smiles. So this is what I call a swing card, just for the simple fact that I don't know what else to call it. Um, but as you can see, the center here, the little bird feeder, the hummingbird feeder hangs down. And then on the inside, I want you guys to see this inside. I'm going to show you later too, but this is 2 of the new plaid dyes that Pink and Main have out, and oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. So can't wait to show you guys those too. So that's what this card is. It's very easy to do. The thing that's going to take the longest for you on this, it would be coloring, you know, but other than that, it's a breeze to put together. Okay, so let me set this up here, and then we will get started. Okay, so what you're going to do to start, okay, the card, let me give you measurements so you guys all know. Okay, I'm also, you know, doing this for a blog post too, you guys. So the blog post comes up on Sunday. So anytime, you know, that I do a live, or Ann does a live, if you're, you know, looking for the instructions, especially, well, on my lives anyways, you'll have written instructions on our blog, and I usually post them on Sunday. Okay, so just for that. Okay, so you're going to start with, this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper that I started with. Okay, and then I cut it in half to make it this way is 6 inches, and then this way is 7. Okay, so what you need to do when you start out, the card, when you fold it, is going to end up being a 7 by 6. Okay, so what you're going to do before you do anything else is you're going to cut this center piece out. Now, to do that, make sure that you get your back side out of the way before you start cutting. And what you're going to do is you're going to mark 2 inches down from your fold, and then 1.5 inches on each side. And then you're going to cut that area out. Okay, so once again, 1.5 inches on either side, and then 2 inches down from the fold. That's how you're going to start with your card. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for right now. And now you got to get all these pieces. So I'm going to move all of this so I can give you measurements. Okay, so the measurement for the top piece that goes up here at the very top, okay, this is going to be 2 inches, no, 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay, so basically I went down a 1/4 inch. And then you're going to take some pattern paper, and then this is going to be 1.5 by 6.5. Okay, so this is your top piece. So right now I'm going to just tape these together really quick. And this is going to be your piece that goes across the top here. Okay, and then we have the side pieces for the outside of the card, and then also the inside of the card. And those measurements are, you're going to make 4 of these, cut 4 of these, and this is 1 1/4 inch by 5 1/4. Okay, so basically, again, I'm going down a 1/2 step, or a 1/4 step, sorry. And then the last piece that you're going to cut is going to be 1 inches by 5 inches, and you're going to cut 4 of these, and then 4 of the cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape on these real quick. And you'll see once I get started here how quickly this card goes together. Because like I said, it goes together pretty quick. The longest that you're going to take is going to be, with your coloring. All right, so there's that one, and then we have the last two. Okay, so we've got two for the outside, and then two for the inside. Okay, so let's slap that one on. And I'm just eyeballing these, so they're probably not straight, but that's okay. All right. So now that you have all of those put together, we're going to set those to the side for a minute. And then what I wanted to show you here, let me grab the dies I used and the stamps I used first. I should have showed you that first. So let me stop for a second and I'm going to show you what I used. Okay, so these are the plaid dies that I was telling you about. They are amazing separate like this, but they are also amazing put together. So I absolutely fell in love with these. They are so beautiful. They give such a great background. And then also, I saw on Michelle's website that they also have the stamps that match this. So if you don't want to use dies, they have the stamps that you can use. Okay, so these are the two that I used for the inside of my card. And then for the outside, I used this stamp set. It's called Sweet Greetings. And as you can see, it's got all of these adorable birds in it. So, Rebecca, I'm not sure if you're here because I haven't seen you unless you popped in. But Rebecca, this is all for you because you're the bird nerd, you said. So I thought you'd enjoy the birds. Okay, so this set I used, and then I also used the die set that went with it. Okay, so I used these. And then also, for a couple of the accents in my card, I used this medium bow die, which is so cute. You can cut bows out of paper with this. Absolutely love it. So I used this one. And then I also wanted something for my label, or my wording, I should say, that I put at the very top here. I wanted something to put it on. And so I was going through my dies from Pink and Main, and I remembered this one. So I used this tiny little one down here. This is actually the Pretty Jar set that I did, I think last year sometime. But I used an element from this set also. Okay, so now that I showed you that, let me get finished. Okay, so what you're going to do next then is take those beautiful plaid dies that I just showed you, and you're going to cut them out. Okay, pattern paper, and this is like an ombre paper that I use, cardstock. Now I wanted to stop and show you guys something really quick. What I do sometimes when I'm working with paper, if I don't have a lot of the paper that I really want to use, and in this case, I put the two together, right? Well, I wanted to make sure that I got something that I was going to like that was going to match this paper, because this is what I picked to do my card in, and I wanted this to, to coordinate with it and to be pretty. And I only had like a little bit of this paper, so I didn't want to cut it up. So what I do sometimes when I'm working with dies like that, I'll make a copy. I'll print out a copy on copy paper, okay? And then what I can do is then I can go about and I can see, okay, do I like that? Do I not like that? You know, and so that way this will save my regular paper that I really want to use. Obviously, you know, I don't suggest that you know, that you copy the paper and then use that, because, you know, that's not right. This is just for showing purposes, just for me to see, you know, match colors and make sure that I like what I picked. Okay, so I just wanted to share that tip with you. And you don't want to use copy paper in your cards anyways, because it's too flimsy, but that's just a little tip that I wanted to share. Okay, all right, so we've got these two dies, and what we're going to do is just adhere them together. Let me make sure that my glue is going to work here. So what I did is I just kind of added some to the top up here. And I just did a little bit at a time, just because this is so intricate that you want to make sure that you line it up properly, because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. So it's just easier. It's easier for me. I don't know, you know, you guys can maybe be able to do it, but for me, it was just easier to just do a little bit at a time. So then that way, if I got it stuck on there crooked, I could get it straightened out really quick. All right, so now I can go ahead and finish gluing this down. All right, so then I'm going to add a little bit more down here at the bottom. All right. So you've got this now, and I'm going to set this off to the side over here with these. Okay, so next thing that you're going to do is cut out all of these adorable images. Okay, once again, here are the birds that I used. So sweet. Okay, and then when I colored them, I used the new watercolors that I had just got, the watercolor pencils. So I went again, aside from my chalks, I went in to use my watercolor pencils. So that's what I did with these. So what I did, of course, you can see it here, is I stamped all of them out, white cardstock with my black Dina K ink. Okay, you're going to cut one of each of these, and then you're going to cut for the bird feeder. You're going to cut out and color, stamp, color, and then use the die to cut it out. And you're going to do two. Okay, so on this one, when I had done it originally, I was going to use this one as my front piece, and I put some diamond, I can't remember what it's called, but that the clear stuff, that the clear coating that you can put on it. I don't remember what it's called right now, but when it dried, it cracked and I didn't like it. So I said, okay, I'm not going to use that. But anyways, you're going to do two of these, okay? Now, to put this together, you're going to need, all right. And then let me grab my penny here. Okay, so what you're going to do for this then is we're going to cut out a couple pieces of foam tape here. And again, this is just to, well, for the bird feeder, you need it. You need the foam tape to give you the dimension, because you're going to see why in just a second. Let me cut another piece here. Okay, so we're going to, you want 2 layers of foam tape. Okay. And the reason why you want the foam tape to use on this is because when you're putting this together, you want to stick a penny or a dime, you know, whatever. I used a penny, and you're going to put it on the back piece. And this is to give it some weight. So when you hang it, it's going to swing much better than if you just tried to do one layer, because one layer of cardstock, it's just not thick enough. So you're going to add this right on to your back piece. And if you're wondering why I color my back pieces when I'm doubling them up like this, it's because, and you'll be able to see, let me show you in the finished, because if, especially on this one, if it turns, you can see that back piece a little bit. So that's why I always color it instead of leaving it blank. Okay, so we're going to put that on there, and then we're going to add the top piece right on top there. Okay, so now you've got your bird feeder, and it's got a little bit of weight to it. And then what I did, because I did want the water to sparkle a little, or the bird feed, whatever hummingbirds eat, I don't know. I'll have to check that. But I used my glitter pen and just went over the top just to add it just a little bit of shimmer. There. That just adds just a little bit of color to it. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece. I used a piece of embroidery floss. And this is about, I don't know, I want to say 5 inches. Yeah, pretty close. Okay, 5.5 inches. You're going to fold it over, and then we're going to, this is going to be your hanger. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the back. There we go, and pull it out. And then there you've got your hanger. Okay. So the last thing that you're going to do with this piece, I got some of these. These are called the Rainbow Pearls. They're brand new from Pink and Main. And look at those luscious colors. They're just gorgeous. And they're just the, just little doodads that you can put on your on your cards and your projects. So what I did here is just add a little bit of glue, and then I took an orange one. Let me make sure I can get this out. There we go. And then, whoops. And then I just plop that right there in the center. Oh, I need a little bit more glue. There we go. Boy, if I had my nails done for this, this would have been an issue. Okay, there we go. So to finish off your hummingbird feeder, you're just going to add that cute little pearl inside the flower there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we're going to put the card together, and then I'm going to show you how to finish it all off. Okay. So now you're going to take all your pieces, and we're going to start on the inside. And as I said, you're going to use two of these on the inside. And what I did, I laid this down first, my side pieces down before I put my centerpiece down, just because I wanted to make sure that I was going to have enough room. Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit of tape here. and add my side pieces on. Okay, and you know too that if you were doing this yourself, you would probably want to put a little bit more adhesive on than what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to give you, just trying to do it quick. Okay, so you get your two side pieces in, and then you're ready to put your centerpiece in. Okay, so for this, what I did again, and I did it slowly, so I could make sure that I don't mess it up when I'm trying to lay it down. So I just start with a little bit of glue on the top. Okay, there we go. You just want to add just a little bit on the top there, and just to get it secure. And then once you get it secure, then you can go ahead and glue down all of your sides. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the side here and then down here at the bottom. And then you've got your inside is all done. Okay, so there's your inside. Now for your outside, you're going to take the other two columns, and again, we're going to take these to the side. Oh, hi, Penny. I see that you just popped in. Okay. So again, we're going to lay this down, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And you're going to put one of these on each side. Okay. Now, before you put your top on, you're going to want to hang your feeder first. Okay. So lay it down on your card, just like this. And you want to position it to where, you want to make sure that it's going to hang right. Okay, I'm showing it to you this way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some tape right here. And we're going to tape this down because I see that that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll just use a little bit of Scotch tape on this. Okay. And then you want to put this in your center, and make sure when you tape this down or you glue this down, make sure that you adhere it. Give yourself like this 1/4 inch down here that you don't want your tape or your glue to show. Okay, because your top piece is a 1/4 inch smaller. See what I'm saying here? And if you tape down here at the very end, then it's going to show. Okay, so we don't want that. So just make sure that you just add it up there, add it closer to the top, and then cut off that difference there. And then we're going to add the top piece. Okay, so once again, we're going to lay this down. Okay, scooch it over just a bit there. Okay, so now you've got it almost done. But do you see what I mean here about that 1/4 inch where you don't want your tape or your glue to show? So just make sure that you do it up here. You tape it up here. Okay, so now we're ready to decorate. So now we get to add our cute little birds on. And then what I did for these, I did do layers of foam tape on these, again, because I wanted them to pop. So we're just going to add a little bit, just one layer to these birds. Okay, I'm going to peel that one off. Okay, so this one is going to go up here. And I only did a single layer on these two birds. And then on the bird that is on the feeder, I did 2 layers on this bird. Okay, so we're just going to add real quick here 2 little layers for this guy. And this is, and again, it was just because I wanted him to pop out a little bit more off of the feeder. Okay, so we're going to add that second layer. There we go. Okay, and then you're going to adhere him right there to your feeder. There we go. And then last but not least, these beautiful flowers. So I'm just going to add a little piece of foam tape to these. Oops, come on. Okay, there we go. And then I just put these right about there. Okay, now for your birds, once you have these, have them on, then what you want to do is you want to kind of bend up their feathers a little bit, just so it gives it a little bit more dimension. Okay, so it looks like they're actually flying. Okay, and I just did this, as you can see, with my fingers. Just kind of molded the paper a little bit to how I wanted it. Okay, so now you've got all of this on. Okay, now to finish it up, I took the other die that I showed you, and I cut 2 of that little label piece that's in that die set. I cut 2 of them on this dark blue cardstock, and then I just put them together like this, okay? So I just wanted it to be a little bit bigger for my saying. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and as you can see, you're not going to even see this piece down here, but it widens it up some. Oh, I think we're going to have to add a little bit more glue. Yep. There we go. Okay, so just by adding, cutting 2 of these and adding them together, it just makes the die itself a little bit bigger. So then what you're going to do is then you're going to cut it, stamp it out on white cardstock, and then cut it out again for your saying. So we're going to add this, and that's going to go right on top. So you can see there for your labels, that just made it bigger, just so it popped a little bit better. Okay, so again, we're going to add a little bit of foam tape to the back of this. And then the last element that I'm going to put on, this is going to go over here, right in the corner. And I love that saying, hello, lovely friend. I thought that was just really, really sweet. Okay, so the last piece that you're going to add is the bow. Okay, now the die cut for the bow comes in these pieces, okay? So you've got what makes the actual bow the bending part, and then the back, and then last but not least, the ribbon hanging down. So you're going to cut these out on some cardstock. Okay, it's the same pattern paper that I used for my other pieces. It's that ombre, I should say. It's not really patterned. Okay, and then we're just going to glue that down, tape it down. You start by putting the bow part together first. Okay, so that's going to create that piece. There we go. And then you're going to adhere this bow onto this piece. Okay, just like that. And then this is your centerpiece. So we're going to take some tape. And this die for this bow comes in different sizes. This is the medium size that I'm using, but it also comes in a large. It comes, I think, in a like a mini small. It's like really tiny. So she's got a few different sizes of it. Okay, so you're just going to make sure that you get that tape down. And then the last piece you're going to add is going to be this piece right here. I'm going to add a little bit more tape. And then you're going to add this to the back here. And then you've got your bow. And what you're going to do from here is take a paintbrush or, you know, a dowel or something, and you're just going to kind of put it in there and fluff up your edges there. Whoops, my back fell off. Okay. And you're just going to kind of fluff up those sides there. There we go. And then that creates that really cute bow. And then the last thing that I did with that is I went ahead and I put another one of the pearls in the center here. So I'll go ahead and add it. So I'm going to put that right there in the center. And also I wanted to tell you guys this too, because I didn't realize this until I opened up this set. But these little pearls come in different sizes in here. So there's this big one here, and there's some little tiny ones. Let me see if I can scooch a couple out so you can see them. See, they come in different sizes. So I thought that that was pretty cool that, you know, you could use the different sizes on them. All right, so let me scooch those off to the side. Okay, so now we're ready to put our bow on. And for our bow, just going to add a little bit of glue here. And this is going to go right in the center of your card. Whoops. All right, get on there. Okay, we need a little bit more glue. There we go. Okay, add that to the center. And then the last thing that I did to finish it off, and I'm going to show you here on the finished card, is I just added some of the pearls in the blue on each side. Okay, so you've got 3 over here and 3 over here. Isn't that adorable? It's just such a sweet, happy card, and I really, really love it. And I hope that you guys take the time to, you know, to do one for yourselves, because it really is an adorable card and people are going to love to get it. It just made me smile. So, all right. So let me switch my camera here. Okay, come on. There we go. Oops. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay. So see how simple that was to put together, you guys? It is such a, you know, it's an easy card to put together. You know, like I said, the most that you're going to be doing, you know, the most time that it's going to take is going to be to color it, you know. So it's just a really, really pretty card. And it just made me happy when I was creating it. So I really do hope you guys give it a try. So, okay. So that is it from me. Anna's going to pop back in here, I think, for a minute. I don't see her just yet. But I wanted to let you know that Anna's going to be going live for her live in about 55 minutes. Okay. So she's going to be doing hers. And then she is going to be announcing the winner from last week, which was Blank Page Muse. She's going to be announcing the winner on her live. Okay, there she is. All right, there we go. There you are.
Hi. Great card.
Wasn't that fun?
It is so much fun.
Yeah, it was just really colorful and just, you know, it's just a feel-good card. That's what I liked about it. It was a feel-good card.
Dorothy Green says lovely, and Violet Johnson says I love everything about it. Great job, Lisa.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
You know, I was putting links in.
Yeah.
And the one for Pink and Maine went in, no problem. And then when I started putting links in for our website and stuff, I'm not sure if I had my phone so I could watch the conversation while I put links in with the computer.
Yeah.
And they didn't show up on my phone at all. So I don't know if they actually went in. And sometimes it does that. Sometimes I have to do it as Bella, but it wouldn't let me switch.
Oh,
so, yeah, we'll get some of those links in later, guys. I mean, if they're not there, are they? Strange.
Yeah.
It didn't show up on my phone at all. Good.
Pink and Maine, the one share.
That one went in.
The publication tab. I mean the ebook.
Okay. Okay, good. Strange because it wouldn't show up for me here. I don't know. Just weird things like that. So I told people that I would show them a couple of those cute little gnomes.
Yeah, before you do that, let me answer Deborah real quick. She wants to know if I'm going to have these measurements. Okay, what I do, Deborah, when I do a live, I do a blog post also, and I post that on Sunday, and that will have it'll have pictures of all the step outs, and it'll have all of the step outs in the blog post. Okay, so all the measurements will be there, how to put it together will be there, and it goes out Sunday on our blog. So those of you that want written instructions, you can go there and get that from the blog, and I'll post it. It'll be posted Sunday morning. So I post it really, really early. So I think early for me, it's like 6 a.m. my time. So it should be posted no later than 9 everywhere else, except for out of the States. So, okay, go ahead. Show these adorable gnomes.
Okay, see, look at this cute little, it's a bunny. Little tail and those cute little ears. I mean, guys, this is just absolutely adorable.
And so easy to put together.
Yep, and she has got them like for every occasion. Look at this one.
That's St. Patty's. Oh no, that's the Grinch.
This is the Grinch, and he has
Look
the
at
cutest little body. I just love it.
now. Did Joe did she do these with all by sewing? Because I can't remember. She didn't sew them, did she?
She did sew a few things, but to do a basic gnome, it's no sew.
Yeah, see, that's awesome.
See, she on some of them, you know, like because she made a chef, so she made his apron and made his hat, and you know, so but a basic gnome is a no sew way. So
Yeah, and I
super cute.
I even think you could probably do the add-ons with fabric glue too. I'm thinking. I don't know for sure, so don't
There are
hold me
some
to that.
very good fabric glues out there.
There are, and I think that you could probably do the whole thing no sew, but yeah, those are gonna be the cute ones coming. I can't wait for that book to come out. It's gonna be so fabulous.
I know. I'm just waiting for more gnomes because we had a list, and
Yep.
so we'll see.
Yep. I have to email her. I was supposed to do that last week before well, you know, anyways.
Yep.
So I'll take care of that.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, you're gonna be live here in 50 minutes to do yours. So, and you're going to announce the winner from Blank Page Muse from last week. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get in on the giveaway from Pink and Maine for this week, you have until next Tuesday to like, comment, and share, and you know, make sure share it in all your groups. You know, share the videos everywhere that you can think of.
If it's allowed.
You know, yeah, if it's allowed. If it's not allowed, they will let you know. Trust me.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, they'll definitely let you know. So, yeah, so just share, guys, and you know, share the love.
And share. Use hashtag BellaCrafts so you can be entered to win.
Yes.
And it's so nice. We're able to give away prizes every single week.
I know. That's so awesome. That's why we love our sponsors so much, because they're just awesome. Awesome companies. Okay, you guys, so that's it for us for right now. Anne's going to be going live here in about 50 minutes. So
I am.
Those of you that are going to join us, we will see you then. And if you have to go someplace else, we hope that you catch the replay. And until then, have a great day. Make sure that you take a little time to craft, because it's good for your soul.
It is.
It really is, and it proved itself this week, let me tell you. So hang tight, people. Have a great week. All right.
Okay.
Guys.
See you later. Bye, everyone.